Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today we want to present our mini project for BEE E2364 control principle. The title for our mini project is bug and the input is 18 volt and output is 5 volt. This our group member, me, Muhammad Dina Hakim bin Azhar. My matrix number B082001 and 0236. My second member is Darda Naufal bin Muhammad Razi. The matrix number is B0820100202. My last member is Rabi JM Abdallah. The matrix number is B0820100470. Today I want to explain about abstract for our mini project. An electrical circuit or electromechanical device that alter the voltage level of a direct current DC source is known as a DC to DC converter. DC to DC converter are used in portable electronic device such as cell phone and laptop computer to convert power from batteries to AC power. Furthermore, the voltage of the battery reduces when the battery stored energy is drained. Rather than requiring many batteries to achieve the same result, switch DC to DC converter can raise voltage from a partly reduce battery voltage, conserving space. And lastly, we converter utilizing a buck converter and illustrate it using MATLAB software, and we provide our simplified calculation for the buck converter. For the introduction, to comprehend the buck of a non-isolated converter, the task required the use of MATLAB to demonstrate the idea of buck. We use Simulink for construct the circuit. What precisely is a buck? The term bucks refer to a voltage reduction, a non-isolated step-down switching DC to DC converter that use a diode for rectification is known as a buck converter. The buck converter is also known as a diode rectifying of a synchronous converter in the realm of DC to DC converter. The buck system is less expensive than the flyback system for small power supplies, which is why buck systems are increasingly used in power supplies for home appliance and microcomputer device. And lastly, the buck system produces more current flowing into a switching element than the flyback system for the same output power because electricity is not routed through a transformer. Yeah. For our acknowledgement, we like to convey our heartfelt appreciation to our parents for their unwavering moral support throughout the years. Finally, we like to express our gratitude to our instructor, Sir Syed Muhammad Shazali, Syed Abdul Hamid and Sir Hafiz Sakawi for their competence, guidance, support and encouragement through the process. We are also fortunate to have a nice and helpful team member that love collaboration and teamwork. Finally, we like to extend our best wishes and blessing to everyone whose publication serve as information source for our evaluation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Dadanova and I'm going to talk about the methodology of our bug converter. We decided to use MATLAB Simulink to create our circuit. So we are given a task to create a buck converter with an input of 18 volt and an output of 5 volt. There are four components that we are going to be using to create the circuit: resistor, switch, diode, inductor, and capacitor. So the job of the buck converter is to step down from a higher voltage to a lower voltage. So this is the calculation for our buck converter. Here we calculate the duty ratio of the converter, and this is the minimum inductance and minimum capacitance. So this is the calculation for off state, and this is the calculation for the on state of the circuit. So this is the Simulink design of our buck converter. We set the input to 18 volt and we managed to get the output voltage of 5.583 volts. And this is the state space calculation and also the calculation for state space average. This is the coding we got from MATLAB, and this is the unit step response. This is the on state, and this is the coding for off state and the unit step response.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rabia and this group member. My name is Rabia. This group member for project control principle. We will do the back circuit. Input 18 volt and the output will be 5 volt. I will do the discussion and conclusion part. This two parts. For the discussion, you will see in the project that 5 volt load can be powered by a buck circuit with 18 volt input and 5 volt input. In the graph above, you can see that when the circuit turned on, the graph will get the graph of the state model of the buck converter appears gradually increased from 0 to 1.9 and fell to 0 when it's turned on. But when it's turned off, you can see it's become, because there is no supply, it's become a 0 without uh, without supply. It will become a 0. You can see this after we put the coding in the MATLAB and see the graph. Of course, we get the coding from the calculation and turn on to coding, and you can see that in the graph above. For the conclusion, we were able to achieve the result using the MATLAB Simulink tool that we need for this project because of our effort. To create the code, we used the MATLAB and Simulink program. We were able to acquire a 5 volt output after that. And thanks.